Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Nick McDonald here, back for another video. And today I want to talk about how to financially survive during a pandemic. It's such a crazy time in the world right now. What we're seeing is completely unprecedented. We've got hundreds of thousands of people dying, millions sick, millions more unemployed. You know, the entire world economy at a complete stop. And most of the businesses across the country closed. With that said, people have to be very vigilant and hang in there and hang tough and be resilient in the face of adversity, because this is adversity at its strongest level. And when your survival is tested, you have to rise up, stand tall, and do what needs to be done. And with that said, if you're out there and your family's okay, you're just struggling to come up with resources or make ends meet, I think I can give you a little bit of guidance and a little bit of advice to kind of hang in there and survive a little longer and try and make it to the next day. Because that's all we can do right now. We're all cooped up indoors. We're all sitting at home. That could be great for a lot of us. It could be frustrating at times too. We love our families, but seeing them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, nonstop can drive you nuts. There's people right now going to the supermarket just for fun, just to get out of the house. Even if their fridge is packed, they're like, man, I gotta get out of the house, man. I walked the dog already like 5 times today. Let me go to the supermarket. But I think I can offer some advice, and I'm not gonna make this video too long. First things first, if you wanna survive this pandemic, you need to call all your creditors and your landlord, whoever, and have your bills pushed back. Have your April payments pushed to May, have your May payments pushed to June, whatever you can do. Car payments, insurance, your cell phone bill, your rent, whatever you have to have delayed and get an extension on, please do it. Right now, these are very uncertain times. We don't know when we're gonna go back to work. Hell, many of us don't even know when we're gonna work again at any job, because the job you had might be completely gone. It may have went belly up and it's no longer in business. So things are very scary for a lot of us. So the best thing you could do at the moment is have those bills pushed back. I mean, what else are you gonna do? You have no more income. All you can do is, buy time. So that's step number one. That's like the most logical thing to do. Yeah, also I'm gonna throw this in there. If you're not doing that, if you're not having your bills pushed back, it'd be pretty foolish to kind of just sit back and not do. Think about it. When in your lifetime are any of your bill collectors, creditors, landlord, whatever, gonna actually have sympathy for you because they can relate to the situation going on? Never. They usually don't care about any problem you give them at a normal time in life. Without the pandemic, if you called your landlord and told them you lost your job, they would maybe kind of feel you and have a little sympathy, but it's 50-50. They might not. They might be like, oh, well, the rent's due and, you gotta do your best. Otherwise, I can't allow any late payments. But now with this going on, everybody can feel the pain. Everybody knows, everybody can relate. So it'd be pretty wise to have a lot of those bills just pushed back a little further. If you have the money for your rent, go ahead, pay your rent. I mean, that's understandable if you don't want to wait with that and you have the money, because you got to keep the roof over your head. But, if your landlord's flexible and pretty nice and they're not willing, they don't mind pushing that back, yeah, do it. But cell phones, car payments, car insurance, those things can wait. Those companies, I know they're eager to get their money, but trust me, they understand what's going on and they can feel the squeeze of the economy and that people are really, not on their feet right now. So it'd be pretty wise to look into pushing those things back. Okay. Secondly, if you're not doing it already, definitely look into buying in bulk. It doesn't matter if you're a large family with a lot of children in the household, or you live alone, or just you and a roommate. Buying in bulk can benefit us all right now, especially when it's on the things that you actually use. It doesn't make any sense that if you eat Cheerios every morning, you're buying one little small box of Cheerios. When you get out to the supermarket, try and buy as much Cheerios at the best possible price you can get it. If you have a Sam's Club or a Costco or a BJ's membership card, even better. Number one, you save on the cost of the item when you buy in bulk. Number two, you save on gas because you're not driving back and forth so often. And number three, first and foremost, You prevent this virus from spreading. You're not encountering people so often. You're staying indoors more because you have what you need inside. So logically, I would advise you to buy in bulk. Whatever way we can save money at a time like this matters. Every little step matters now, and we all want to stay safe. We all want to prevent this thing from spreading, and we want to get back to work and get back to our normalcy and the things that we do every day, because this is just, it's depressing. It's bad right now. So definitely look into buying in bulk. Okay, the third thing I wanted to talk about today was from the employment aspect. Obviously, many of us are still waiting on stimulus checks, and a lot of people actually have received them recently. And to those of you who have received your stimulus checks, thank God. You know, I know you need every dollar you can get right now. We all do. Things are tight. The stimulus checks, frankly, are not going to be enough to take care of everything we need. You know, it could only maybe cover a couple of bills, and then you're back to being in dire straits. And you're like, where's my next dollar going to come from? You know, how long is this shutdown going to last? I can't take an economic shutdown for another week, much less another month or indefinitely. We have no idea when things are going to come back to normal. So what are some things I can do to bring money in? Number one, you can apply for the jobs that are actually thriving in this environment. The Amazons, you know, the food delivery services, the supermarkets, the pharmacies, anywhere that's open at the moment, fast food joints. Even if you have a lot of pride and you say, I'll never work for a fast food place, or that's beneath me. Right now, if you have kids especially, you need to do whatever it takes to keep a roof over their head and the lights on and food on the table. You can't afford to let pride be an issue at a moment like this. So I would definitely advise you to try to apply for the jobs that are actually still functioning in today's climate. The next best thing that people do when they're in dire straits is they look to pawn stuff around the house. They look to get rid of some valuables and start fencing some items that can actually make them some money. I would advise you that since the pawn shops are closed, the next best thing you can actually do to get that money is open up an eBay account, open up an Amazon account. Hey, a lot of you have been saying all the time, oh, I've always wanted to sell on eBay. I always wanted to see what that's about. There's no time like the present. You know, you have nothing but time on your hands. And I would definitely advise you to open that account up. Number one, it's free. Number two, it's free. Number three, you have nothing better to do. So please look around the house. I'm sure you have some old junk that actually is valuable to somebody else, but you don't even use it anymore. It's just sitting around collecting dust. You know, maybe you have video games, maybe you have some jewelry, maybe you have some car parts, whatever the case may be. You know, look to list it online. There's videos on YouTube that teach you how to list an item, and then just wait on it to sell. And then you collect that money into your PayPal account. Beautiful, right? Survival, right? Hey, I'm actually a seller myself. I would never recommend something on YouTube that I don't actually personally do myself. I sell sneakers online and it works great. It's a beautiful thing. Thank God. It's a blessing that I actually have that to fall back on. That's actually one of my main jobs, so it's not even a fallback. It's something I do all the time on a daily basis. That's one of my main businesses. So I would advise that you try to look into opening some type of e-commerce account. There's tons of them nowadays. You got eBay, you got Amazon, you got Etsy, you got Poshmark, you have OfferUp, you have Let Go. And I understand, you know, you might be scared to meet somebody in public, but they have shipping services on even Let Go and OfferUp. So try to look into selling on those platforms, because any income is great right now. And I'm sure we all have something that we can sell at home. Well, in closing, I just wanted to say to all of those who may have lost a loved one to COVID-19, or you have a family member still fighting the virus, my heart and prayers go out to you, definitely. You know, you're not alone in this. We're all affected by this in some way. And don't feel like the world is closing in on you, because it's not. This will pass eventually. Trust me on that one. This will pass. And I hope my video was useful to you today and you can use some of the financial tips that I provided and it helps you in some possible way. And if you're going stir crazy in the house and you need something to do and you just want to watch a video, I'm here. I'm going to be making content. I know I'm new to YouTube, but trust me, I'm going to keep those videos coming. So stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe. Please drop me a like. And if you have anything to add or anything that I may have missed or, you think that I was kind of lacking on, let me know. Comment, I look forward to your feedback. So, thanks.